Hello and welcome to another Orion Tech Tips video. Okay, so first tech video in 2020? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, so today we will be covering the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. Now keep in mind there is a Samsung Galaxy S20 and an S20 Plus. I will be saving those for a different video because in this video we will just be covering the Ultra. So this is the spec'd out phone, insanely priced, well not insanely, high price, high performance. Is it worth the money? How much value does it have? We will see that in this video, so keep in mind that this phone has so many high-end specs, so many high-end features, so I don't know how long it's going to take me to record this video talking about everything the phone has, so you might be in for a long video, so yeah, keep that in mind. Alright, so let's just get right into it, starting with the body of the phone. So this phone, it weighs 222 grams, which is surprisingly light for a high-end premium phone with Gorilla Glass 6, an aluminum frame, not stainless steel, I don't know why, IP68 water and dust resistance, claims up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes. Yeah, that's about it. It supports, it does support micro SD card, so that is nice. 8.8 millimeters of thickness. I don't know how many people actually care about this, but it's part of the spec, so I'm just going to say it. For the display, it's a dynamic OLED, AMOLED, touch sensitivity, 16 million colors. I don't even know why this is a thing. Well, why they had to mention all the tiny details, but if anybody cares, that's why it's there. Okay, so then, sorry, I'm losing my place. Okay, so then we got a 89.9% screen to body ratio. So that's about 90% screen to body ratio. The iPhone 11 Pro, I believe, is an 85% screen to body ratio. So this phone is actually better than that. Okay, so we got for, the resolution is 1440 by 3200, 20.9 aspect ratio, 511 pixels per inch. This is, so 120 hertz is all the talk, but some of you might or might not know this. If you do turn on the phone in 1440p, and you're like, wait, this doesn't feel like 120 hertz, it's because the phone is only running at 60. In order to get 120 hertz, you actually have to turn it down to 1080p. That is unfortunate with a phone that starts at $1,400 US. That is unfortunate because the Razer Phone 2 was a $700 phone. So literally half the price. $700 is not cheap, mind you, but it's half the price of this. It could run 120 hertz at 1440p. I don't see why this phone would do that, because it's trying to go all out. So I find that really weird, but I just thought you should know that because that's an important detail to mention. Um, Performance, we got an Exynos 990 global, 7 nanometers. And for the US and Canada, I believe, we have a Qualcomm Snapdragon 865, also 7 nanometers. Or you might just get that in the US. I'm not sure. But yeah, those are the specs to, those are the chipsets to expect, depending on where you live. Those are octa-core CPUs, and yeah, don't really know what else to say. For the GPU, with the Adreno 650, USA, and then globally we got a G77MP11. Never heard of that before. So, yeah. Tell me what that is in the comment section. Okay, so for the memory, we have, the base model has 128 gigabytes of storage, which is expandable, and 12 gigabytes of RAM. So for the, and then we also got a step above that, 256 gigabytes of storage with 12 gigabytes of RAM, and for the maxed out model, we have 512 gigabytes of storage with 16 gigabytes of RAM. That is absolutely like, and then you put a micro SD card, that's a terabyte. You have 1.5 terabytes with 16 gigabytes of RAM. Like, some high-end laptops have that. So that is just insane. Well, I guess you do pay that high-end laptop price as well, come to think of it. So yeah, I don't know why I said that. Yeah. Okay, so memory, or sorry, yeah, so the main camera, we have a 108 megapixel wide camera, 26 millimeters. We have a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, and then we have a 40 megapixel selfie camera, and we also have a, that's it. Wait, hold on. No, that's not it. Is it? Yeah, no, so we got 4 cameras. It can zoom up to 100 times, which is insane. For the audio, we have stereo speakers. We don't have a headphone jack. Sadly, they got rid of that recently in the Note 10. I didn't cover that. I wrote it on my phone in the calendar, like, remember to cover the Samsung Galaxy Note 10, but I never did. So that was sad. I just forgot about it. I might do like a follow-up, is it worth it in 2020 now with these phones out, but maybe not. Okay. So here's, we have an ultrasonic fingerprint scanner. We have 45 watt fast charging, a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, which seems insane, but the more you think about, we have a 6.9 inch quad HD display, which is also very, very power draining. So with that in mind, 5,000 milliamp hours, it doesn't seem too low, but it doesn't seem insane either with these specs, but it's still really good. Okay, what else we got? I do of course have that zoom in audio, where you zoom on in a subject, and it makes that subject louder, blurring out the background noise. That is cool, but that was also in the Note 10. Okay, so with the specs out of the way, time for me to give my opinion about the phone. Now, I really want to try out these phones, but I haven't yet, and I'm not switching to Samsung. I am an iPhone user. I know I had an LG V20, and I did really like that phone, but the thing about all the Android phones I've owned is I buy a phone and the performance I get day one is not the same performance that I get in a year. And that performance just gets worse in 2 years. With an iPhone, it stays pretty steady. So, I know some Android users might get mad at me for saying that, but I have an iPhone 8 Plus right now. Is the Samsung Galaxy S8 still supported? No. The iPhone 8 Plus still has a year, 2 years, even more of software support. So that is why I don't like Samsung phones or Android phones in general. The problem with this is, yes, it's spec'd out. It's going to attract, probably, if you're having an older Galaxy or Android phone, you'd probably see, oh, cool, maybe I'll go buy that. However, I don't think, even with the crazy specs it has, I know a lot of people, a lot of the big tech YouTubers are saying that, oh, it's probably going to attract, oh, a ton of iPhone users will switch to the Galaxy because of all those features. No, because if you say that, you're not thinking about the ecosystem. Like, what if you already have AirPods, an Apple Watch, a MacBook, even an Apple credit card, an iPad? So you're all locked into the ecosystem with your iPhone. You can't just give that up, and if you do, you would be sacrificing a lot. So, yeah, I gotta say, like, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think this will convince any iPhone users to switch. That's just my opinion on the matter. Make sure you leave your opinion in the comment section down below. Like this video, dislike this video, I don't care. Subscribe if you want to. Peace out.